morning, everyone. My today's topic is sorting. Sorting is what sorting? It is an algorithm that is used to rearrange a given array or list of elements according to a comparison operator on the elements. It is like when various elements are given to us in an array in an unsorted manner, then we have to arrange it either in increasing order or decreasing order using some algorithms. So this is like the unsorted array, and after applying some sorting algorithm, that particular array will be arranged either in increasing order like this or by like this. In this current lecture, I will be explaining bubble sort. So these are the elements 5, 1, 4 to 8. These are stored in an array. So in the first pass, basically bubble sort deals with comparing adjacent elements. Here you can see in the first pass, 5, 4 is being compared. And after comparing, whichever is the minimum element will come to first place. So you can see this thing. After comparison and swapping will take place, 1 will comes to at A0th position and 5 will go to the next position. So algorithm compares the first two elements and swap. Similarly, after that, 5, 4 will be compared and 4 will come here and 5th will swap to third location. Similarly, 1, 4, 5, 2 element will be compared. Now, in the first pass, we can say that the largest element is 8th, and it will be bubbled up to its correct place. So largest element bubbled up to its correct place after the completion of pass 1. Similarly, in the second iteration, we can see the array pass will be 1, 4, 2, 5, 8. The elements will be compared in the similar manner. 1, 4 will be compared. 1 is already smaller, so it will remain at its original location. And after that, 4, 2 will be compared. 2 will come here and 4 here. After that, and this is the thing, that is second largest element would be bubbled up at its correct place after the completion of pass 2. Similarly, after in third pass, we can see after completion of pass 2, array is already sorted. So third pass will be just to scan the elements and to check that whether the our algorithm or we can say the array is sorted or not. So third pass is for the final check. So we can see the array in pass 1 is already sorted. So pass third is the final step. So this is the algorithm for I0 to n minus 1. This is for the number of passes. Here elements are 5. So number of passes will be 0, 5 minus 1, 4. And now second loop is for comparison. Comparison 0, n minus I minus 1. So you can see here n minus 0 minus 1. That is 5 minus 1 will be 4. So it will go, comparison will go from 0 to 4 because last element will be bubbled up to its correct place. So no need to compare it. Because after completion of pass first, we already knew this thing that last element will be at its correct place. So this is for comparison. Now, if array j is greater than array j plus 1, means if the second element is greater than the first element, then we need to swap. We will put the element, jth element at in a temporary variable, and jth element will be swapped to the j plus 1 element. And now j plus element 1 element will contain the element that is in t variable. So you can see this is the algorithm. If I want to make program of this, then This is the header file, hash include stdio standard input output dot h. This is the main function. This is the starting of our program. Now array. One array is initialized with the name array, and the size, the total maximum size of the array is 100. I is for number of passes and j is for number of comparison. N is the number of elements. Enter number of elements ampersand n. Now this, we need to initially input the elements. So we need to use the scanf function for the elements, like this. Now passes will start 0 to n minus 1, and the comparisons will be 0 to n minus I minus 1. This is a loop in order to make a comparison so lesser, because a comparison depends on I. So if we make our loop like n minus I minus 1, then our comparisons will be less, because there is no need to compare second largest element with the third largest element, because they're already bubbled up to its correct place, right? So this is for the decreasing order. If we need to convert our array to increasing order, then definitely we will change this function from greater than to less than. So this is the swapping will takes place if the element is smaller, or if the second element is, uh, we can say, is greater than the first element, then the swapping will takes place. And by this we will print the sorted elements. So this is the bubble sort. Now, insertion sort is also an algorithm that is used for sorting. It actually works like playing cards, right? So we assume we take one element from the array, and we assume that element is sorted, because if there is one thing, then that particular thing will be sorted, right? So I will compare, or in insertion sort, comparison will take place from that one sorted card to the other elements. So here there will be two loops. I will tell you, this is the general procedure of entering or taking input of the elements. So input of the elements takes place. Now here you can see up till 1 to n, temporary contains AI. AI means zeroth element, right? And j equals to I minus 1. So jth position will be uh, I minus 1, 1 less than I. Now comparison will take place. If j is greater than 1, if j is greater than 0 and aj is greater than 10, then this aj plus 1 will becomes aj. So ajth element will be stored in aj plus 1 and j minus minus. This is the swapping. Right, so sorted list in ascending order will be printed like this. So this is the insertion sort. In insertion sort, there will be basically two loops. One loop will scan from second place to the n elements, and other loop will scan the elements from minus 1 position. Like if j is at 1, then I will be j minus 1, or vice versa. So selection sort is generally used when the array is sorted. And when swapping cost doesn't matter, it is compulsory to check all elements. So in selection sort, what we do, it is almost similar to insertion sort. Just the basic difference between this is the that I starts from 0, right? And minimum is minimum, we assume that it is at I. Now j loop start from I plus 1, and the comparison starts. If whatever minimum we have taken is the minimum, then no need to change the minimum value in this minimum variable. But if it is like, if aj is less than a minimum, now we can say by this condition that aj element is the minimum one, then that our variable of min will be updated to j. And if minimum is not equal to I, if minimum is not, then swap AI and a minimum. So this is the basic idea, and this will be implemented in program. Like elements will be input, same loop will be there, and Now elements of the array will be printed by this. Thank you.